乙女の素肌を焦がす太陽のいたずらか。
Welcome to Anime Rewind's review of Kaguya-sama Season 1. In short, Kaguya-sama Love is War Season 1 is a romantic comedy that explores the theme of unrequited love. The show's characters, Kaguya Shinomiya and Miyuki Shirogane, are both in love with each other but are too proud to admit it. This results in a series of hilarious, clever, and witty attempts by each of them to make the other confess their love first. The animation, soundtrack, and voice acting are top-notch, and the humor is sure to make you laugh. Overall, it's a highly enjoyable and well-crafted anime that's definitely worth watching. Now, going on to the actual review, Kaguya-sama Love is War Season 1 exceeded all of my expectations. Initially, I was hesitant to watch the show since it was categorized as romance. However, after completing the first season, I was thoroughly impressed. The humor in the show is truly unique and its approach to comedy is outstanding. The psychological battle between Shinomiya and Shirogane is both explosive and intense, leaving me eagerly anticipating what will happen next. Each character in the show is fleshed out and presents their own unique perspective, adding to the humor and overall enjoyment of the series. The side characters, including Fujikawa, Ishigami, and Hayasaka, bring their own quirks and add to the humor and uniqueness of the show. Personally, I was particularly drawn to Ishigami's character, who is frightened of Kaguya and adds an extra layer of comedy to the series. The psychological games between Shinomiya and Shirogane are executed flawlessly, with Shinomiya attempting to sabotage Shirogane at times, such as when she replaces his cell phone battery with a dead one, forcing him to ask for her assistance. Shirogane is an intriguing character determined to maintain his reputation as the top student, but he also has a deeper side that is only sometimes immediately apparent. Shinomiya, on the other hand, presents a carefree attitude, but her true nature is one of consideration and determination. The series is expertly crafted, leaving you rooting for the two main characters while also wanting them to put an end to their games and finally confess their love for each other. Despite the explosive and intense nature of the first season, I have no doubt that seasons 2 and 3 will be even more explosive and intense. Overall, Kaguya-sama Love is War Season 1 is one of the best romantic comedies I have seen, and it's certainly a unique and enjoyable series. Speaking of uniqueness, I believe that the narrator in both the dub and sub really takes the cake for the best comedic relief. He's hilarious. Not only is the narrator a viewer just like us, but the way that the dub's narrator describes situations is also just peak comedy. Kaguya-sama is one of the only animes that I believe the dub and sub are equally matched in terms of quality. Moving on to the characters, which are obviously the stars of the show, we have my personal favorite, Ishigami. Ishigami is kind of done with life. Not only does he enjoy playing video games and lazing around, but the clashes he has with Chika are also entertaining, to say the least. Ishigami really encapsulates the "he just like me for real" feeling I want from a character. He adds an extra layer of humor and relatability to the show, and his interactions with the other characters are sure to leave you laughing. Speaking of laughing, onto question of the day. What was your favorite moment of Kaguya-sama Season 1? Leave it down below to have a chance to get your comment shouted out. Now, back to the review. Chika, on the other hand, is the comedic relief and hurricane that messes up Kaguya and Shirogane's plans. This hyperactive and excitable student council member is the life of the party and a breath of fresh air in the series. Her unbridled enthusiasm and infectious energy bring much-needed comedic relief to the show's otherwise serious and intense atmosphere. Chika is not just a bubbly personality, however, she's also surprisingly observant and perceptive, often catching on to the subtle undertones of the other characters' interactions. This sharp wit and attention to detail make her an integral part of the student council and a valuable ally in their battles of love and pride. In a series filled with over-the-top schemes and elaborate ploys, Chika's spontaneous and energetic nature is a welcome contrast. Her infectious laughter and silly antics are sure to put a smile on your face and add to the overall enjoyment of the series. Despite the fact that the two knuckleheads aren't that close to confessing, each episode seems like they're inching ever so closer to that end goal. Besides, I'm not complaining. The more episodes I get with the student council, the better. Overall, a solid 9 out of 10 romance anime that is filled with comedy and the occasional mind game. Great for first-time romance anime watchers. That's it for the Season 1 review. If you guys want more recaps or a potential Season 2 review of Kaguya-sama, make sure to like and subscribe.